Taking a detour today to Bernheim Forest. We're frequent goers at Bernheim Forest, but today we have something new. They have just released a Tin Man in the forest at one of the trailheads, so we're going to track down the Tin Man. We might catch our forest giants along the way, but the Tin Man is the main attraction today, so we're going to go check it out. So we ran into some trouble right off the bat. We got here a late start today, and the gift shop closes at 4 o'clock. So we were trying to find this Tin Man, and so we looked it up. It's in front of the Jackson Yo Trailhead, but we couldn't get much information because the shop is closed right now. So we're going to try to get in the car and see if we can find this trailhead, and hopefully we can track down this Tin Man. So worth noting, it is August, early August, and we just hit like a cold front, if you will. It was 64 degrees this morning, and that's kind of what motivated. Let's get out in the woods and let's play, because it is absolutely gorgeous and pleasant. It's sunny, maybe high 70s, low 80 degrees, which is unheard of in Kentucky this time of year. So great day to get out into the forest. We have located the Tin Man at this Jackson Yo loop. So we're gonna do a little hike and we're gonna catch this Tin Man. He is massive. You can see him from the parking lot. So this Tin Man is really cool. It's out away from the other forest giants. It's kind of up the road a little bit, about a mile and a half up the road, but you can kind of see in the background here. He is 27 feet tall, so just a massive thing. And then he's holding his hearts with all those Wizard of Oz references there. But it's super cool. We're gonna catch the trail next, but really neat place to visit and really neat piece of art. One other nugget about this Tin Man on this trail is they've done a really good job of making this accessible. It's an ADA compliant or ADA accessible location, so this is really for everybody. Sometimes stuff like that, it's, you gotta go in the backwoods a little bit to get to this kind of stuff. So I think it's worth noting that Bernheim has done a lot of legwork to make sure this is an accessible attraction for everybody. So as we're walking this Jackson Yo trail, I just had this thought that this is a trail we've never done before. We've never really had a reason to do before. It's not up the hill, and the Tin Man brought us in, and now we're doing a 2-mile hike in the woods on this trail we've never done before. What we found on this trail are some really cool creek features and some really cool rock features that we hadn't seen before. Been to this park many times, never done this trail one time. So points to the Tin Man for getting us out in the woods. So as we go through this trail, one thought that comes to mind is this trail is full of little creek beds. There's a lot of downed lumber back here, but it's makes for really beautiful scenery, a lot of photo opportunities. So if you want some pretty pictures in nature, this trail is definitely on the top of the list. But those creek beds make it kind of fun. The kids, if you've ever taken kids hiking, they like to parkour all the way through the trail. So my kids are having a blast just climbing on logs and climbing up creek rocks and things like that. So last spring we had some pretty crazy weather, and behind me you'll see here this tree has just been straight up uprooted. We had some tornadoes come through, so I think a lot of the timber on this trail really is a result of that, but I'll give you a better view of that. So we're about 2/3 of a mile in now. And this trail actually got a little more difficult. It wasn't too hard of a trail at first, but we found some hills, we found some incline. So pretty good workout as well. So good news, the exercise ring is closed for the day. Bad news is, I'm not even halfway through this trail and I'm out of breath. Straight up we go. Maybe a psychopath. My heart rate is at 153 beats a minute according to my watch. But I ran up that hill because I don't know why. That was dumb. So we're about 1.56 miles in, 3/4 of the way, and we stumbled across these really cool rock formations behind me. And I would say this trail is a moderate trail. It's definitely not easy. It's the first part by the Tin Man is accessible, but once you get into the trail, I wouldn't say it's hard, but definitely not for the faint of heart. If you struggle fitness wise, this one might be a hard one for you. So we reached the end of the trail, about 2.09 miles. It ends in like a creek bed, so we're gonna have to climb our way out of here. So that's kind of a fun trick. But going back to what I was saying earlier, the accessibility to this trail, I would say moderate. Definitely not for someone that can handle a little bit of climbing and some incline. So there's that. Well, Bernheim never really disappoints. It's always a good time here. We finished the day up on the little playground area. There's some things under construction here, but they're doing some big things. I've got to say though, to kind of conclude the video, the Tin Man was super interesting, a nice addition. It brought attention to a trail that we had never done before, which we enjoyed that trail quite a bit. It was actually one of my favorite trails here because it had some vertical elements. It had the creek bed element. It was at a 2-mile length, so it made it a pretty good workout trail. We didn't catch our forest giants this time, but that's for another day. Catch you on the next detour.